What's going on, guys? Dylan Spangenberg, Fitness TV here, and today I just want to make my follow-up video in regards to a disc golf warm-up. So I got a lot of questions about, what kind of things should people do when they're warming up. Now, there's a lot of body parts that we want to warm up before we play disc golf. It could be our shoulders, it could be our back, it could be our hips, depending on any special considerations you have or any injuries you may have. It could be a multitude of things. So just for this video, I wanted to break down a 2 exercise warm-up that's going to make you feel way better before your first throw. Because what baffles me about disc golf is people totally ignore the well-being of their bodies. Now, what's funny about this is I've never played a sport where people think it's a good idea to totally cold just run up and throw something as hard as you can without even warming up your body, not one little bit. So before every round, I do these 2 things before I even take my first throw. So all we need is a resistance band. You can use a big one, you can use a small one. These are pretty easy exercises to do regardless of the band size. So the first exercise that you should do to warm up your shoulders, just warm everything up as far as your upper body is concerned, is going to be just a banded pull apart. So all we're gonna do is grab the band and pull it apart. Grab the band, pull it apart. So when I'm doing this, I can feel my lats, I can feel my shoulders, I can feel my rear delts. We're working external rotation of the shoulder, which is gonna protect that rotator cuff and get everything in your shoulder girdle fully warmed up for exercise. Now, again, we're keeping the rotator cuff healthy, this external rotation of the shoulder. It's gonna really help warm up all the structures around your shoulder, around your scapula, around your lats. So I'm feeling the burning all up and around here. So that's the first exercise that we need to do. You're immediately gonna feel way better on your first throw just from doing that one upper body exercise. Now I also wanna do one lower body exercise that's gonna show you guys how to warm up your hips, warm up your glutes. A lot of people want to learn to warm up their hips. It's going to help you throw farther. It's going to help you activate your hips when you're throwing. Help you get more drive through your pulls. All right, so all we're going to do here, we can just put the band up over our shoulders. If you have a small band, you just want to put it around your knees. All we're going to do is get in a nice sort of quarter squat position. We take a step to the left, take a step to the right. Take a step to the left, take a step to the right, just like that. Now what this is gonna activate, I feel my glutes, I feel my hamstrings, I feel my hips, I feel everything working. Now, as far as reps and sets for these movements, I like to just do them until I really feel a good burn set, and that's how you know those muscles are starting to get warmed up. Really gonna feel your glutes on this one. But then when you step up for that first throw, you step and you try and get a good pull, you're gonna feel a lot more comfortable in your hips, especially in that lower half of the body. Basically, there's so many different things that you can do to warm up for disc golf that it's really hard to narrow it down to a couple of different things. Not only are these 2 exercises gonna help you warm up for your round, but they're also gonna strengthen those muscle groups that people tend to be really weak in. People tend to be weak in their rear delts and their external rotation muscles, all the muscles around the scapula. So now we get a muscle imbalance. Now we try and go throw a forehand. You damage your labrum, you damage the rotator cuff, you can damage a million different things because those muscles will be imbalanced. But now that we're actually training those muscles in a different range of motion in that specific way, your shoulders are gonna be much healthier moving forward. As far as the lower body goes, again, there's a million different things you can do for your legs, but that is the most important thing you can do for your legs. It's gonna get your hips going, it's gonna get your glutes going, and as far as I'm concerned, those are the 2 most important things to really warm up that lower body before you start throwing. I can make a more in-depth video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section down below. This is Dylan Spangenberg, Fitness TV, and I'm out. Peace.